The day the village ice cart saved a life. For over 40 years, Old Man Elias pushed his heavy wooden ice cart down the same dusty rural roads. Every single afternoon, you could hear the soft, rhythmic jingling of his brass bell echoing through the village. He didn't just sell sweet treats. He sold pure joy. He had 3 bright glass bottles of thick syrup, cherry red, lime green, and lemon yellow. And his massive block of ice always shined like an absolute diamond under the blazing summer sun. But one incredibly humid July, Elias completely stopped showing up. The streets went entirely quiet. No jingling bell, no children laughing. I was only 12 years old, but I knew something was horribly wrong. I walked 2 miles, out to his small, weathered cabin on the edge of town. When I peeked through the dusty window, I saw Elias, collapsed on his wooden floor. He was completely alone and entirely out of breath. He had been lying there for 2 whole days. I sprinted back to town faster than I ever had in my entire life. I screamed for the local doctor and we rushed back just in the nick of time. A week later, Elias was finally resting in a clinic bed, but he was completely broke. He couldn't afford the medical bills, let alone replacing his rotting cartwheels. So, the village made a plan. We gathered every single spare dollar we could find. The local mechanic completely rebuilt his cart from scratch. We polished that brass bell until it looked absolutely brand new. When Elias finally returned home, the entire neighborhood was waiting. We handed him the polished handle of his shiny restored cart. The tough old man, who never shed a tear, completely broke down and loudly wept. Sometimes, the most powerful families are just the ones who show up when the bell stops ringing. Since I'm currently unable to access the provided YouTube link to analyze the video's specific theme, I crafted this original script leaning into emotional, rural storytelling. Could you provide a brief summary or the transcript of the video so I can rewrite a story that perfectly matches its exact emotional beat?